Hello, Brayman Storm here. Welcome back to Stellaris, the co-dominant human-elf campaign. In the last episode, we let the war that we were running with the League of Non-Aligned Powers run its course, and we concluded it, bringing the Omni Foundry in as a tributary, as well as a few of the other smaller pieces of that Federation. There's still a couple of components left, the Zenek Multisystem and the Kark Hunting Grounds. Are these guys part of the League of Non-Aligned? Or are they independent? They're not a part of a federation. They still don't like us. I probably have to fix their opinion. So, I went ahead and ran the game forward a bunch. As you can see, the map does look a little bit different. I went ahead and absorbed the two contingency systems that were still left over here, and that has actually given us a rather significant amount of influence in this area. In fact, we've been able to actually cut the Lorongo Director's territory in half through sheer border pressure. And, yeah. I am getting this new fleet built. In fact, it is probably just about done. A super dreadnought, 2 carriers, 5 battleships, and a whole bunch of cruisers, destroyers, and corvettes. So we now have a new fleet. I need to give this fleet a name. And so I'm going to push this fleet to the Lorongo Director's front, because we're going to be declaring war on them pretty much right away. I don't see why we can't just go ahead and get it started. Let's just look at the disposition of their forces. There is a large Lorongo Director's fleet over here in Kemplar Collective territory, at least what's left of Kemplar Collective territory. That's their primary battle fleet right now. The Kemplar Collective are all but absorbed by the Praetorian Scourge at this point. The Lorongo Directors have a 21k fleet sitting right here, and they have 2 fleets here. 6. Well, they're bringing in a 7th Annihilator Superstar Destroyer. That is gonna be interesting. That's going to be interesting. We may be able to get by without engaging it at all. That fleet. We'll see. Alright, so I have our primary fleet staged right here in the Ziobir system, because there is still a Lorongo Director's military station right here. So I want to basically blow that away as soon as we start the war. I have our ground forces here, and I have the Gildan Guard Raiders here. The plan, is to basically send the primary fleet in, engage and destroy this fleet, and begin laying siege to their planets. One at a time, knock them over. Meanwhile, we're going to send the Raiders into this northern pocket here and blow up their frontier outposts to basically just eliminate this entire pocket as part of their territory. So that's the plan. If they move to engage, we will engage. It will probably take them a while to get their fleet back from the other side of the galaxy, but they may be able to do that. We'll have to be ready for that to happen. Alright, let's go ahead and declare war. This is going to put an end to the war in heaven completely. Alright, so we're completely annexing everything they have. It's going to take 49 war score. Let's go ahead and confirm it.
They will not infringe upon our rights.
And the first engagement is going to be...
Station under attack. Evading hostiles.
That military station's taking a lot. I have Lorongo are kind of cranky about the fact that we're going to war with their home empire. there it goes. We did not lose any ships. Very good. Alright, this fleet, jump into the end-deck system. And prepare. Alright, you guys jump into the Lingull system. Alright. They're merging. Oh wait, no. Yes. What? Did the fleet split? Alright, well, I'll have to see what that's going to be all about. Might be making a third of these smaller fleets that's going to be kind of more heavy on the large ships. Super dreadnoughts, battleships, that sort of thing, with smaller contingents of the smaller ships. Oh, right, they had to actually jump into that system first before heading to that system. Alright, what kind of ground forces are we gonna have to deal with here? Just militias, at least in this system anyway.
Technology discovered.
Alright, neutronium extraction is done. Oh, we did finish the new defense stations. Optimized 0-point power. Quark gluon plasma. So get all those strategic resources. So I think I built one here. Yep, basically lots of very large heavy turbo lasers, large concussion missiles, torpedoes, and I actually put hangars on these. There's some fighters and bombers.
Engaging enemy station.
There's Pitheran dust on that planet. Make sure that you're in aggressive stance. Where'd the rest of that fleet go? Merging with the Enliju Ka attack swarm. Oh, there was a much larger fleet here. No orders. It's just sitting there. Well, if that guy starts coming after one of my smaller fleets, we're going to have to be careful, so we have to keep an eye on that. As long as it's just sitting over there, it's fine. If that guy jumps through any of my systems that have defense stations in it, well, I only have one. They have no orders.
Engaging enemy spaceport.
Here comes the Aquilese Empire. We don't have anybody set as a rally point, right? Or nobody taking point? I can't tell. Oh, clicked the wrong thing there. My Corvette's out on the flanks. Alright. There goes the frontier outposts. Move to the next one. And construction ships. Get in here. Oh, no. Research stations. Research stations. There we go. No ships lost. $39,000 hull points. It's got a lot of hull. Alright, it's down. That's my cue for ground forces to begin moving into the system. Begin occupying the planet. Why is there a Kark fleet here? Following a third machine fleet. These guys are not at war with anybody. So they may be heading out into the contingency areas to begin fighting the contingency and or vehement. Alright, looks like the Prothoran Scourge is starting to make a push into Zephyrus link space. The Gulkfurki Crusaders have a fairly large fleet sitting right here. No orders. I mean, they could be doing some significant damage to those Prothoran Scourge, but they're just not. There's another Lorongo Director's fleet. They're attacking the Gilding Guard Raiders. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this fleet. We're going to send it to that system. Link them up with the Raiders. The two of them together should be able to fend off that fleet. Are we engaged with something? Oh, the mining station? See, they're merging here. Gotta keep an eye on where these fleets are. Trying to decide if I should keep the main fleet here or send it on to the next system. Oh, they're just starting to build. Just militia. I think I'll keep them in that system, just to protect the troops. Lost sight. Oh, they're both here. No. That's the other fleet. Alright, I think what we're going to do is also have the Raiders take point. Oh, there was still an enemy outpost over here. So I get the Aquilese to back the Raiders up. That'll also help protect them. At least until we've wiped out the Lorongo fleets. They are having trouble burning through that defense station. Precursor discovery. Several recruits from our ground forces recently made a halo insertion on the surface of Parsecs 3 as part of a survival training exercise. When the recruits were picked up again after 2 months, one of them reported several findings indicating that an ancient precursor civilization had a presence on this world long ago. Alright, I'll grind that down. Alright, we're 2 jumps out. Curator Alpha Enclave destroyed. Were they the ones that we had a contract with? Oh well, we don't really... well... Curator Lambda, yeah, it was the Alpha Enclave that we had. Alright, well, let's start getting research from someone else then. Alright, well, we destroyed that. So head to the next one. And also send these guys there. I have no eyes. Wherever that other enemy fleet was. Now, these are hostile military stations, even though they're in my territory. Interesting to see what happens to those when we win the war. Do they transfer to me or do they just disappear? Alright, both fleets are in system.
Deploying Liberation Forces.
Alright, our ground troops have landed. And we have engaged the frontier outpost. Now this fleet is going to be like all missiles. well, while they move to engage, let's just keep an eye out. There they are. Alright, they're still coming after the Gilden Guard Raiders. 1.5 thousand, right? It's not 1.5 million, right? No, 150,000. Alright, and hopefully the Aqualies are going to show up as well. It's dead. Alright. Have those guys set up over the star to get ready to intercept. There they are. They have no leader. They have one Titan. Governor's leveled up. Now goes the war on the surface, going well. I'm a bit nervous about this. I'm going to send the main fleet. It's going to take them some time to get to the edge of the system. I'm thinking I may need to go pop those two fleets. This one and that one, just to eliminate them as a threat. The Superstar Destroyers seem to be just content to sit here and do nothing. Same as they were last time we went to war with the Lorongo Directors. If I don't need to engage them, then I won't.
Construction complete.
The Regulus system has no defenses.
Construction complete.
And just militia. The Sim system has no defenses and just militia. Okay. And as far as I can tell, they have no ground troops, no assault armies, or anything like that that I can tell. Right, so what I'm going to have to hope here is that these guys can hold out and not die long enough
Construction
for my main fleet to show up and just blow this enemy fleet to bits. Either that or win on their own. Wow, I actually have unsurveyed systems here. Now, the Aqualies are heading on hyperlanes. Which means they have a lot more jumps, but at least they're quick. Alright, yep, that's proceeding well. And let's see how much war score we get out of that first occupation. And pushing the Scourge back is gonna be tough. Three-quarters of the way through. Not sure where they're going to show up. Alright, they've made it to the edge of the system and they're beginning to jump. Alright, but we're going to actually have to end it here. Because we're a bit long. Okay, so that is where they ended up. So they're probably one more jump away from being in this system. And they're going to appear from somewhere around here. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.